There was one time in my life when I fell into a serious case of self-pity. I was very young and I started work in a company where the competition was very toxic. And one time, I became the subject of attack by my coworkers. And then almost overnight, I lost all of my friends. And they all started talking behind my back. I felt so alone. Feeling ko wala akong kakampi. Awang-awa ako sa sarili ko. If we will all admit it, all of us are prone to self-pity. During normal days, we love ourselves, we're quite comfortable focusing on our egos, our opinions, our rights. And so when things turn negative against us and we don't get what we think we deserve, we can feel self-pity as a result. We sulk. We obsess over our hurts. It doesn't matter if the injustice we feel is real or not. We feel justified feeling bad about ourselves. But if you will really look at the very heart of it, self-pity is really us disagreeing with God over how life, and therefore how He is treating us. Self-pity is our sinful, selfish response to how things have failed to go in our favor. It's a very subtle sin. We cannot recognize it immediately because we feel that it is right for us to feel indignant about our unfortunate situation. But all we're doing is deceiving ourselves. Because when we feel self-pity, we refuse to acknowledge that God may be accomplishing something in us and through us, through the situation we're suffering under. We fail to see God's hand in our situation because we are too focused on our pitiful situation. Instead of self-pity, we are encouraged to find a sense of joy in our suffering. The Apostle Paul tells us in his letter to the Romans, not only that, but we rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope. And hope does not put us to shame, because God's love has been poured into our hearts through the Holy Spirit who has been given to us. Suffering and the situations that allow us to experience suffering are used by God to produce in us the kind of character that He desires to see in us. So, to pity ourselves is to deny God's work in us. So, if you are going through some difficult situation and you are tempted to feel sorry for yourself, my friend, take hold of yourself and focus on God and on His Word. Fix your eyes on Jesus. Try to see with eyes of faith what spiritual fruits God is producing in your life through your suffering. Remember, in battling self-pity and in seeing God's hand in every situation, even in your suffering, faith matters too.